Okay. So tone 3 slow stuff. We did all the glories, which I hope are fresh in your mind. All the excitingness of the slowest decharoric melodies. Um, okay, so the dogmatic Theotokion, as we've said before, it's dogmatic because it says something about Christ and his incarnation, and it speaks about all the dogmas of our church and what we have to believe. And that being the case, most of the time these are about the Mother of God, and so it's things that we have to believe about her, which is a problem for a lot of the world, but these are what we have to believe. And then the one thing, the word here is theandric offspring. They happen to use that word, theandric.
Yeah, I've seen that used elsewhere. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know what the English, but a better English word would be. I guess there's probably no one word.
No, I think they use God, man in English.
Well,
in the English sometimes, the theanthropos in Greek.
Yeah, so like your
It's an adjective. It'd be God-manish.
Yeah, your God-manish offspring. So, like your offspring, which has both God and man qualities.
Well, there's no one word. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I don't think you can
theandric really sounds bad. Like
you can't
no one.
say, you can't make an adjective.
Is that even a word? I guess it must
Well,
be.
in English,
word.
I don't think you can.
No, you can't.
Adjective God-manish.
You can't
But
do that.
theandric.
You can, but it doesn't sound very
Yeah,
good.
it doesn't sound right.
Well, technically speaking, Old English, you could have done that.
Really?
And that's why they did it. They took two nouns together
And just
put
put
them,
them-
and they made them adjectives without putting the ending. But in modern English, you can't do it.
Yeah, so
They would
theandric.
say God, man.
So theandric, I believe, is an English word.
I'm assuming it is.
Should be now,
But it's
Yeah.
not a very common.
there's no other-
used one.
Yeah.
no other way you can say it.
Well, it's like a theocide. I think on one of the Holy Thursday hymns it says, Judas committed theocide or something like that, which
Yes.
you're spitting. It's
It's
difficult
two
because
languages,
you're not
so.
killing God, but at the same time you are killing God. Like it gets kind of interesting. But theocide was an interesting thing to read, at least in
I
English.
could see that. Pulling
Yeah.
hairs, splitting hairs.
I remember coming across Yingling one time, and I was
Oh,
convinced
yin-
it was a typo, but
Like Yeean.
yeah, Yean.
Oh, Yean.
Offspring
Oh.
of a sheep.
Oh,
apparently.
huh.
It's
A
honest to
yin
God
ling.
English word.
Wow.
Just not,
It's in Yin.
one that's probably
See,
used
we're
in Chaucer's time.
we're educating the entire person here with the not only
Yeah.
theologically but also
And it could come in handy and scrabbly, you just never know.
yeah.
Yingling?
Yeah, Ying.
No way.
That's a beard.
It means something.
So at least from Pennsylvania, for the Pennsylvania people.
Yes.
Stop that, yeah.
Okay, but you'll see specifically, and for some reason I hear myself. There we go. You'll see a lot of the things about the creed and various things in this one specifically. Okay, let us sing, I guess. that's what we're here for. Let's sing the scale first. Ni pavudani kezani nizakeli gavupani. All right. And so normally, if you notice the glories, they end on what note?
Pa.
They all end on pa. So this one happens to start on pa, but your first indication is actually wrong in the music. So I will show you what it should actually say. It's a mistake. So right now it says, Theokos and a bunch of things, and then it says ga.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't say that. It should actually say that. So if you want to correct that in your music, you can. I won't be checking, so you don't
So that
have
little-
to. The sinech elafron, the
Should
adjoining,
be after that?
continuing elafron, yeah, it should be after that. And
And
that tells you that it's gavupa.
Why don't they just say pa then?
Because the tone is not based off of pa.
Oh.
The tone is based off of ga. So it says ga, but the starting note is actually going to be a deviant from ga. So in order to preserve the fact that the basis of the entire tone is ga, and everything that you're founded around is ga, it still retains ga, but it says your note is ga, but you're going to move from it. So, and that's the one problem I've had with reading Western music. Sometimes you see a piece, and because Western music is not standardized as like F is always ga, or something like that. sometimes like a tone 1, oftentimes it's either D or E is pa, one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So I see an E, and I'm thinking in my mind, every Western music I read is normally D is pa.
Mm-hmm.
So I see an E, and I think that's vu.
Right.
Nope, it's pa.
Oh.
And so then, because of that, you run into these problems where in Western music where you don't know what your actual starting note is because they don't define it for you, what everything is based around. But in Byzantine music, conveniently, they give you your basic note, tell you how everything is going to be structured, and then tell you where to go from there. So
if this were to have followed the glory,
mm-hmm.
which ended in a pa,
Mm-hmm.
would you just assume that pa would be the
everything's
beginning?
fine, yeah.
So that's what's happening here in a
Yep.
sense, right?
Yeah.
So that's not an issue particularly here, because you would know it's pa.
Well,
Except for what they're doing now. I know.
except for the fact that it says
Yes, I
equals,
know,
yeah.
I know, right.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Because in a lot of the Greek books, there's no actual space between the glory and the dogmatic
So then you
Theotokion.
would just
Whereas
continue.
here we have, this big banner at the top, and then it says dogmatic Theotokion, then it says third mode, then it says this. So then you have to somehow redefine where you're coming from. So na that's pa. Vike viga vuga vuga. Vike vike ke zor ke vike zor ni pa ni zo zo ke zor ke vi ga vu ga vi ke zo zo ke vi ga ga vu vu pa. Let's stop there for a second. How's that so far?
Yes, pretty good. We eventually figured out the flat.
Yeah.
Holding that flat.
It was a good thing we got to hold it there. So I wasn't actually holding it long. It was just that was the note.
Right.
Yeah. I thee. Let's see. I think everything else was fine.
So that means the zo, the other sign, at the end, the angelic.
Theandric, yeah.
Is so.
Nikezo. Yep.
Somewhere.
It's the regular flat. It's the flat zo.
It's the flat and the other's natural.
Mhm.
At the end, right? You went down and
Mhm.
it's both flat zos. I'm just trying to.
Well,
No,
where?
the other's natural. So
Where?
when you go back down.
Oh, at thy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that is the sharp.
No, the
No,
No, yeah, the angelic. I'm just the sign there means the zo is flat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it'll be
when
flat
you go
forever.
down again,
It's flat all the time
it's always flat.
until you see something to correct it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and the only thing we get corrected with is at the end of the third line.
Oh, yeah, got me.
Okay, so yeah, I think everything else was fine. All revered. I guess you guys are getting used to that
Yes.
that symbol combo.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What it's really supposed to be.
Pa. So from for without experience on the third line. Vo ga vi ke vi ga vo ga vi ke. 1 second. Where have you seen that before?
Seen what?
The ends of wedlock. That entire phrase. Ends of wedlock.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
God
Yeah.
marvel.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the same phrase. So just wanted to point out the fact that it's the same exact thing. Everyone see where that is? We not marvel.
In the first line
Okay.
Oh,
Vike wedlock thou Ni zo ke vi ke zo ni pa ni zo ke vi ke vi ga vi ke zo ni zo ke vi ga vi ke zo ke vi ga vi ke zo ke vi ke vi ga ga vu pa. Okay, so how's that?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of like just up one, down one. That was
Yeah.
kind of it's just reading the notes pretty simply. Okay, so continuing there, who was born motherless? What is the note on born?
So we're on pa, so that is ke.
Is there consensus?
Is
Up
that-
on the
no,
table?
K.
There's
Isn't
two.
it 4?
K.
What?
Isn't it 4?
Up four.
Up
Yeah.
4. So pa vu ga vi
Ke.
ke. No, the.
K.
Pa vuga di ke. Up four.
Oh, okay.
Four from the note.
You,
From the
you don't count the one you're on. That's why
I know,
that's why
I
it throws
know.
me off too.
It throws me.
That's
Yeah.
different from like Western.
It's up four.
Right,
Yeah.
but it's, I know it's up 4.
Yeah, it's
so
up. It's a fifth. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, it's one way of
Yeah.
looking at it.
Okay, so okay, everybody.
Plus it'd be weird if that was D and the zone was
Yeah.
God, I think.
Yeah, you're jumping up.
Yeah.
Both are jumping, but you jump to different notes.
Oh, yeah, plus you're in a vu. I forgot that. It looked like you're in a pa.
No, you're on pa.
No, you're on pa.
No, aren't you pa pa vu?
No.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Yep.
I get it. It's the rest plus 4.
Yep.
Yeah, no, okay, I get it.
Okay. So pa pa ke zo ni pa ni zo ke. Wait, let's do that again. So ga vu pa ke zo ni pa ni zo ke.
Okay. I thought you did something funky coming down, but you did.
Nope.
Alright.
So pa ke zo ni pa ni zo ke zo ke li ga vu ga di ke zo ni zo ke di ke ga di ga vu pa pa vu ga di ke di ga vu ga di ke di ga vu pa vu ga vu pa ni ni. We went down a little bit.
Ooh, that was weird.
So that, now we go down to ni. We haven't seen that very
No,
much
I wasn't
like
expecting
that.
that. That's
Yeah.
kinda weird.
Yeah, if we could go over division again.
Sure.
At least.
Let's start at and who in no way suffered. Okay.
Okay.
So na na pa vu ga di ke di ga vu ga di ke di ga vu pa vu ga vu pa ni ni. So that makes sense?
Yeah.
So what's our next note?
Ga?
Ga.
Yep.
Ga. Even
Ga.
these sounds the same.
Yeah, exactly. So it's helping you out there.
Hmm.
Ga ga di ga vu ga di the ga ga wo wo ga. Has anyone seen that before? That entire phrase of each essence is familiar somehow. Okay, so what's our next note?
No. Is it a zo?
Yeah, it is zo, isn't it?
Zo.
I hear two zos.
So,
Zo?
Going
Okay,
for
I
three.
agree.
Going
I'll
for
agree.
three.
I'll agree. It's a zo. Pa zo ke di ke di ga wo ga ga di ke di ke di ke zo ni zo ke di ga wo ga di ke di ga ga wo pa ke zo ke di ke zo ni pa ni zo zo ke di ke zo ni zo ke di ga di ke di ga di ga di ke di ga wo ga di ke di ga wo pa wo ga. All right.
Okay.
Any questions?
be saved.
Be saved? All
Be
right.
saved, yes.
I agree, but let us all be saved now.
Saved, yes.
No, we'll look at that in a second.
When you say after the Virgin Mother, this martyria, you think there's a rest there. You went right into it,
Yes.
but there isn't a rest.
Nope. There's no rest. There's no
Why
pause
did he
either.
put that there? I wonder.
Because you
It
can
makes
breathe.
you think you want to read.
Well, you can pause
And
there.
It's the same thing. Entirety. You went right into. Infected. There's a gorgos. You went right into it, which
Yep.
it should be. But I'm not sure why they put that. It confuses you because you think you're supposed to rest.
It does happen. Mostly there's a comma there, and so both of those are proper places where you can breathe. So like let's say, but preserved in their entirety, the proper. You can do that. Or what was it, mother? Mother, do thou. But it's kind of fun because let's see, mother, do thou in. It's kind of like we're asking, the mother of God to do something, and so we're not just pausing on her name. Then we get really, really quickly to our question. Wherefore, Lady Virgin Mother, do thou entreat him. We don't spend any time lollygagging or dilly-dallying.
Catching our breath.
Yeah, well, that's one of those instances in both of those cases where entirety that you kind of cut the note off. T the pra, and same with mother, do thou, so you don't hold it for its entire value, just so that you have time to breathe. So, any questions before we get into maybe saved? Anything right before that, like Orthodox manner, was that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, maybe saved. What note is that?
Ga.
Is it?
No.
No.
Where was pa? I don't remember pa was now. The
Ga, the. So let's see. I wonder if there's a way to work back. You could. That'd be too much trouble. I just happen to know it's the. So may on the. The ke di ga So does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the only thing, a lot of these hymns is not, you always hear in colloquial terms, saved. A lot of hymns are actually not that. It's the saved. So the 3 beats.
Right.
Or 2.5.
Yeah, I always want to cheat that.
Yeah.
It's like really kind of hard to like hold myself.
Well, and if everyone agrees that we're gonna cheat it, then we cheat
it
it.
doesn't matter.
There was actually one of
If it's wrong, is it really wrong?
one of my friends. She was at Kenosha Monastery all the time, and the abbess there is very famous was a very famous chanter in Greece, has recordings and things like that. And so Mother Melania, she was, I think my friend Anya, she was reading them and she held it for 3 beats, and the abbess kept going, and then she looks over in her Greek accent, she was like, I should read the music at face value. I should learn how to read these things, And she's if that's not even a Greek accent, it's some sort of foreign accent. But she was not reading them as it was, and she heard my friend doing it, as written, and she was like, I should learn these things. Yeah. So it's long. I don't think there's anything really complicated.
No.
Too complicated. Yeah. So
one gets tired.
Yes, indeed. So let's So
Sorry, we're having
no problem.
phone server problems at work. So.
Okay. You want to go back over saved? Would that be?
Yeah.
Since you had the question.
Yes, since I asked the question.
I was gonna go back one way or another. So maybe save one more time, just for.
Please give me one more chance to be saved.
Just to make sure it wasn't a mistake. So na Cesar Gavi Vikekediga Vugadikediga Vuga. That's sometimes where you have, sometimes it's written, oftentimes in these it's not. Certain hymns it is, but that's where you have saved, and there's like just little bounces.
Just for the
Saved.
They put the 3 up there to make sure that you hold it 3 beats instead of 2.5.
No, it's because it changes rhythm.
Oh.
So,
I'm not sure.
1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 1, 2, rest. So it changes rhythm to a triplet there.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, rest. That doesn't work because our strong beats are off there. So that's why they need to put the 3 there, is because you're changing rhythm. And the rhythm breaks in the middle of that iparoi with the gorgon on top, and that's why the little line is above the iparoi,
okay.
to tell you that it's in the midst of that symbol itself.
So full 3 beats plus then the ibaroi, and then the rhythm changes to triplet. Somewhere in the middle of that.
So yeah, what ends up happening? Let me just draw it on the board real quick. Is you have this marker. Okay. So you have 2 dots for the 3 above it, followed by your iparoi with the gorgon, and then bar on top of that. So this one technically means with your, yeah, that's right. So like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
2. So this beat is 2.5.
Right. Okay.
This one's 1/2, and so then here is where your bar line should be, right? To tell you that this is 3 beats, and then it continues. However, this is in the midst of this symbol. So they put it on top to tell you that it's splitting the symbol in half. Make sense? Cool. All right. With the words?
Smooth.
Yes. All right. Shall we do a glory before it? Is that okay for everybody?
Yeah.
Just make sure that you have we'll do the first glory.
Thank you.
And off this.
This is one of the slow old
No,
The first one.
Oh, which, oh.
But just be
fast and modern.
Yeah.
Where's that?
So for 2 pages before that.
It's just a couple pages back.
Oh, it's not the old
Well,
one.
doesn't have a page number. Page.
One more before that.
121.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
on the other side of that.
Okay, but just be prepared to flip
Over.
flip
Yeah.
some pages, and I'll be prepared to click my arrow key. So, na na glory to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit, both now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen. How can we not marvel at thy theandric offspring, O revealed one? For without experience of All right. How's that?
Not bad.
That's kind of long.
Bumps.
Yeah.
Is that the speed? It should be soft.
Oh no.
I think people would start walking out.
Really?
Yeah, they'd be like.
Recessional hit.
I mean, it was not terrible,
No,
but I would
no,
say, how can we not marvel at thy theandric offspring, O revered one. So kind of
The
a nice
here, yeah.
1, 2, like more of a
Oh, that's
march
good.
in. And that's the one thing, I don't think I mentioned it before, but the third mode is called the manly, in like the little poems that come before in the Octoikos, the Book of 8 Tones. And it says, oh, how manly art thou, O third tone, you regale us with
Really?
such and such, your warlike manners. And I kept thinking, I was like, this doesn't sound manly or warlike to me. But if you do it at the right tempo and the right way, it's like, it's very march-like, and it also has dun dun da dun da 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 dun dun da dun dun da da da. I don't know.
Force part.
Yeah, you can see kind of.
It's heavy. Equals varis, and varis is heavy in Greek. Heavy.
Yeah.
So I mean, heavy in sort of upon.
Well, but this one's third, so.
Was it varis? Is that varis?
Varis is 7. Grave.
I thought that was also the third too.
No.
If that was used for third. Okay. I'm mistaken.
I've never seen
And it
it like
doesn't,
that.
anyways.
But I mean,
It
it
is
is the anti-plagal of
Right.
Varis.
The
Grave.
plagal.
Yeah, the plagal. Yeah, to cancel the plagalness.
Okay. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
So there are
Anyways,
qualities.
it must still have that quality.
But yeah, so let's see. Was there the one thing I wanted to see? Has brought forth. So what is this? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th line of the first page.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Um,
Oh yeah, I got a little
Has
extra.
brought forth in the flesh of Father. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, when we do it really slow, I was like, is it really supposed to be like that? But it's Father or the Son.
I think that's my problem. I rushed through that and I didn't know where it was.
Yeah, I was wondering if there should be a gorgon on top of the Kendima.
Well, that's kind of how I wanted to sing it.
Yeah.
But that's not what's there, obviously.
But yeah, in order to preserve the rhythm, and it's actually just this. So that's okay. Okay. Anything anyone wants to go over specifically? And I apologize for saying orthodox too soon.
Oh yeah.
Orthodox manner. And that the placement of the zo there depends on the isan, pretty much, where the attraction of notes go.
You see, there is a gorgon there. That's why that looks. That's
Oh, yeah.
why that looks.
Yep.
Is that only that can't always be the case, but that no, because there's blameless. I don't know what it is about that makes me want to sing it that way.
Let's do one interesting thing. Can you guys do isan for me?
How many? There are only 3 notes. Right?
Where?
So I would like to go second page. Wherefore, Lady Virgin Mother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th line.
Oh, okay, just ni and
Where?
ni and ga.
Ni ga, then to the pa, and then from the pa up to the ke.
Which
Okay.
line from
Ooh,
the top?
podcast.
Yeah. Wherefore, Lady. 5th line was that I said? 1,
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5th line.
Mhm.
So na na so ni ga pa, and then from pa to ke.
That's a 5th, right?
Yeah, and the convenient thing is that I'll be ortha or ortha. That'll be your note too. That's your knee. Wherefore, O Lady they do that sometimes.
What?
The pa and the k. It may or may not be heretical. I don't know.
No.
Probably is.
But the pa ni ga. That's where you guys were. Jin mother, do thou entreat him that the souls of them that in or you can do the low one too if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm
John's
doing the low one.
Yeah, you're doing the low one.
It's easier to.
No, or the one below that, whichever is fine.
We could do it.
Because you were doing the low K before, I think.
Oh, okay.
No. So whichever you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so ke di ga ga vo vo pa that in orthodox manner ga. So we'll do
You
that
have to go right
little,
on that.
we'll do that little transition there. So yeah, exactly.
What?
I'll try to do the low one.
Wait, so John, why are you singing the tenor section at the?
Well, when I do
You're
this one, I
hitting-
do the bass.
If you're hitting a low
Comes
ga
from-
pretty easily, my goodness. I like it. I love it.
We'll try it.
No, it's very good. I like low ga. So orthodox manner. Where's the ga? John always had it. Right? Because it switches.
We're on K now, right? K.
K ga. Okay. So let's do that switch again. So go down to K. Or go down to ga. Orthodox manner. Very nice. Profess thee. Okay, cool. Well, that's very.
That's nice.
You know, I hardly ever get to hear the low ga with the upper ga and the
No,
upper
it's-
and the upper ga.
Yes.
I get triple octave ga. I never get to chant with triple octave ga.
We can learn this and just do one piece,
What? Yeah, well, exactly.
just with all the whole diapason.
Okay, so I just wanted to do that because it has a bunch of Isan movement there, and then it also goes up to the ke, which is kind of fun. Okay, let's sing it again faster. That's okay with you guys? Let's do na na. How can we not marvel at thy theandric offspring, all revered one? For without experience of wedlock, thou blameless one hast brought the properties of each essence. Wherefore, O Lady Virgin Mother, do thou entreat him that the souls of them that in orthodox manner profess thee to be God's birth giver, may be saved. Cool.
Can we do fatherless son again? I still didn't get that right.
Sure.
Has brought forth in the flesh of father. Just do
Yeah.
that one phrase there.
Isn't that weird? I couldn't get it.
Just a weird
I don't
phrase.
hold it. I just don't stay on it long enough.
Nope, nope.
It's like, no matter how long I stay on it, it seems like I'm already on it too long. I move off, and it's not long enough still.
Okay.
Okay.
So is
Has brought
he?
forth.
Yeah, has brought forth.
Has brought forth in the flesh of fatherless Son.
Okay, third time.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now you'll never make a mistake.
That's right.
Okay, so the question is, do you want to go on to the Aposticha, or do you want to sing that and I sing Isan?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
That's everyone else agree? If you disagree, now is the time to speak your piece.
No.
Earphones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now they're leaving me miserably.
Aw.
And you're praying.
Crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
God says no.
No.
Yeah.
Shall we start?
Let's
And,
do it.
Yeah, and then if Patricia comes, we'll kind of pause at a martiria. Usher her back in. That's the beauty of the martiria.
All right.
So,
Flying solo here.
And we not marvel at thy theandric offspring. preserved in the authority, the properties of each essence.
Nope. You're on my note, so wherefore. Very nice. Oh. So, the essence. Wherefore, O Lady Virgin, Mother, do thou entreat him that the souls of them that in that in orthodox manner
Oh,
do you want to do that again?
No.
Let's do that one more time.
We took a breath there, shouldn't have
Yep,
paused
yeah.
there.
So
about from
let me
that?
just sing it real quick.
Yeah.
That in ortho, that little sharp there.
Yeah, okay.
Orthodox manner right into it. So that in orthodox.
That's still on or. I think that's what's throwing me off because I want to say
Oh.
But it's not right.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I want to say
That's what I want to do too.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you did the first time. See, now that's in my head.
I
So that's what
apologize. I'm a terrible teacher. I have led you astray,
You
my
have.
son. Let's try and correct it. That in orthodox manner profess thee to be to be God's birth giver, may be saved. Very nice. Look, an entire dogmatic Theotokion. Huge.
Just a few places.
And just a few places.
Yeah.
You're almost ready for prime time.
Almost.
And just to let you
Actually, it'd be
know,
nice to do the ESON, to learn the ESON. Switch and do the ESON.
we could do that.
We didn't do too good the other time.
I actually.
We should start out with the easy ESON where there's only like one change.
change.
Yes. and
Well,
then-
I do
Well,
agree.
normal tone 3 is pretty easy because it's just bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
But when you throw in the cat and then you go like podcast, like oh.
Yeah, and then go back to God.
Yeah.
It's a hard transition, and I thank you guys for letting me do ESON because I don't get to do it very often, and it actually it challenges your brain because you have to think
Yeah, where,
differently and
I'm
where
not
you're
sure
going.
why this is a hard like normal 4-part singing like there's just
Yeah,
for some reason that's less troublesome than just singing this note. I don't know
I guess
why
you have to direct yourself as opposed to the harmonies directing where you go.
Maybe,
You're
yeah.
defining the harmonies, maybe.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but it just for me it's more difficult than like just doing
Yeah.
like the bass line or the tenor line in like a
Yeah.
4-part choir.
no,
Yeah.
but you are defined.
Even though in the tenor
I
you're
guess
like
you're setting the
that's
tone for
that's
the
the ESON part
You're-
all the time anyway.
The
If he
ESON is
sets it
telling the
and then
melody
it
where it's gonna go.
Right.
Essentially,
It just follows that.
which is
yeah.
kind of the ESON has a lot of power. My goodness. Just to let
It's truly.
if it's done.
I
yeah.
can ruin you all.
Exactly.
Power,
They
I
do.
love it.
They can.
Just to let you know, at the end, the ESON is not written correctly. You have a knee on the second to last line, the penultimate, and then there's nothing else. There should be something else. You can either stay on knee and then just put ma, the M at the
Right.
end
Oh,
on
then you
saved,
follow the
mazi,
saved.
Yeah, that's
to do unison.
pretty common anyway.
Or you could do may right there, put a ga there right on the ESON after may. and then go back down to ni on B probably, or on saved, but somewhere in there. It's kind of up to the discretion of the composer, but that's where I did. I kind of switched it up there because I was like, wait a minute, it's not written. I can make it up whatever I want. So I did. Okay, so we have a few minutes. The question is, do you want to do Isan or do you want to move on to the Aposticha? Aposticha. Okay, cool. Read it with the words?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's do this. First, take a look at it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything.
Without the notes?
Yeah, without the note names.
Is it
Dark in the
simple?
sun, you see the that phrase?
Yeah, exactly.
Like mark those in.
Yep.
Interesting.
And except that's potic, that's cat there.
Yep, Kedani.
Cat and me, right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Canadians are getting restless.
I should turn on the lights over there.
Crass beginners are here.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
We have a few more minutes.
All right,
We're doing now.
After 3
Come in,
years
come
of
in.
study, you should have it.
Come in.
We do, we're trying to cite read something now.
I forgot. It was 10 years ago. Thank God
So-
for this.
Okay, so let's.
You should-
Does it sound okay?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Mhm.
Okay, so let's do.
Oh.
Na na. Oh Christ, who by thy passion didst darken the sun, and who by the light of thy resurrection didst make all things radiant with joy, except our evening hymn, O friend of man. How's that? Okay.
Easy like 5.
So the only difficulty, I just want to point out,
You're good.
of thy.
Yeah.
That thing.
Right.
Just make
Yes,
sure,
here it is.
make sure it's high. It's a high V. Everything else I think was pretty good. Just little murkiness just until it solidifies.
Just
Yeah.
like
That's
move
it.
Cool.
that little
It
more.
sharpens us.
How many centuries?
Groovy.
Well, we started, was it last year?
Yeah,
Essentially.
at about this time,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's, and it's not a full like every week because we took off breaks for winter break and took off random weeks when I wasn't here or somebody else
The
wasn't.
whole Easter thing really.
Yeah, that kind of
threw us
messed
off.
up. Yeah, we took off like 3 or 4 weeks.
Do you
summer.
study at home also or just here?
But,
Here.
well,
I mean, did you guys practice?
Yeah.
no,
You can tell me. You can tell.
We only do it, no, St. Catherine's doesn't do
Yeah.
it. No, they do it
Yeah.
from rows.
Yeah. No. I mean, most of the people that I've taught, most of them, like, I'm like, so did you practice? They're like, no. That just, matter of fact, nope.
No.
It's like, this is their practice. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys practice at home, but if it's just here, I mean,
I've been at the chanter stand, like at Matins,
Mhm.
when you've done stuff at Matins and the whole Akathist,
Yeah.
the Theotokos.
that helps kind of,
I
getting it.
practiced that in, yeah.
and getting, and seeing it, like, in real time.
Yeah.
Getting another glimpse at it.
Are you doing it here?
Next.
Yeah, we're over here.
We're gonna move on.
Yes.
Leave it.
Wow.
But you've also studied it. Yeah.
Okay,
I
that
think
means.
about 2